If you are an informed individual, you know that there is a culture war going on in America. It is the battle for the soul of America. The battleground is the home, and the issue is truth.
You probably already know this, but we are living in the middle of a war. I don't mean like Russia and Ukraine or North Korea or somewhere in the Middle East. I mean right here in front of our face every day. For far too long, we have masked and written off the downgrade of our society simply as a culture war, which has often been our excuse to disengage. What happens when we can no longer live off of the leftovers of centuries of cultural Christianity? What happens when the blessings of the past run dry and we have to reap the whirlwind of sin that we have sown? This is no mystery. We see it beginning now. Nearly 1 out of every 5 members of Gen Z identify as LGBTQ. Gender confusion is pillaging our youth. The divorce rate is down, not because marriages are healthier than ever, but because people just aren't getting married anymore and building families. In addition to this, what should really keep you up at night is the statistic that about 70% of students who profess Christ before they turn 18 will have abandoned their faith by the end of their college years. Whether you see this as a cultural war, a spiritual war, or both, it's hard to make the case that we are winning. Now you can say, what can I do? I'm not a politician or a general or a billionaire. I can't change this culture by sheer force. And you're right. This situation wasn't created in a day, and it won't likely be solved in a day. But what you can do is join together with the body of Christ, and we can play the long game. We can dig in for some old school trench warfare. We can engage a 100-year war that may not make our generation the victors, but rather our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. And how do we engage this 100-year war? I believe that the first battlefield is often the most overlooked. The first theater of this war is the home, the family. If we send missionaries to the ends of the earth but lose our own children to the tune of 70% abandoning Christ, there is a hole in that bucket. It is not a sustainable path to long-term victory. We need a powerful resurgence of Christ-honoring marriages, following God's order for the home. We need godly men to be masculine and godly women to be feminine. We need children to experience the joys of childhood without being exposed to sexuality at an early age or to waste their days away scrolling through social media, anxious and depressed. We prepare for radical faithfulness in the mundane, the daily grind in the home around the dinner table, the passing along of traditions and timeless truths to our children, and we invest in fruitful Christ-centered marriages. We teach our sons to be godly men and our daughters to be godly women. We disciple and engage the Great Commission with a generational mindset. How would we live if our greatest goal was that all of our great-great-grandchildren knew Jesus and served Him in the year 2123? That's what this series is about. This is our path forward. This is our mission. This is the 100-year war. Join us at Kirby Woods each Sunday from Mother's Day to Father's Day to enlist.